and I'm very happy to be here.
Please take us through, Mbo. You juggle music production, audio work, and tight deadlines. How did you first discover it, and what made you try it?
So the ClickUp app, I was told by a friend who's also in production,
Yeah.
and he told me that, he saw that I was struggling in terms of time management. So this app is a time management app. It helps you with time management, basically, in terms of it sets up reminders of tasks that you need to do throughout the day or throughout the week. And basically, I was interested in it, and I did some research for myself. And they do also. It's not just. It doesn't help you with managing tasks as well.
Yeah.
And also, if you have like business meetings as well, that this is a recent discovery that it helps you write the notes for like the meeting. So you can go on and talk to the people that you are in a meeting with while it takes the notes for you, and then gives you reminders of that set meeting at maybe the end of the day, or if you need to catch up on that meeting that you did. So it is quite a useful app for me in terms of when I'm doing production and let's say I'm overwhelmed with work and I'm forgetting some of the tasks that I need to do, there's a reminder that says, hey, there's an important task that you're forgetting that you need to do, say, on a Wednesday or on a Thursday, to a point where now, because I've been using it for almost a year, to a point where now I'm the one that's reminding people that, hey, guys, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. So it's sort of like a right-hand man that you need on a daily that, gives you reminders. Even it's not just for office work, but it's also for personal work as well. So it's a good app for production.
Yeah. So if you're in music production, I mean, you've got sometimes like little tasks, how can ClickUp help creatives or freelancers to keep track without exactly dropping the ball, because sometimes it's very important, like, smaller things. How can it help you, or how can, do we set reminders, or how does it work?
So with me, I do like a weekly. So now it's a Sunday. I have a task maybe that's I need to do in the next 2 weeks, and it is added. So how it works is, maybe say we are working together. You would send me an email and you say, hey, we need a certain task done by the 1st of September. And what ClickUp does is it reads that email, it takes down those notes, and it makes a reminder for you. So if you do forget, it reminds you as well that, hey, you got an email on this day that said you need to do this task by this time period. So yeah, that's how it helps me in terms of reminders, even the reminders that I even forget to put on the app as well.
So let's talk about time tracking. I mean, ClickUp lets you time how long a task takes. Do you find this feature useful in your line of work, and could it help beginners manage their day way much better?
Yeah, it is. It is very beginner friendly. Anybody can use it. Even a child from high school can access the app, can use the app, and it can be quite useful for whether you are a youth or you are an elderly person. So yeah, in terms of what was the question? Task management, right?
Yeah, no, time tracking.
Timekeeping.
Yeah.
Time tracking. So in terms of time tracking, I haven't used that feature myself because with me, I'm very prepared when it comes to time management. But yeah, it does set reminders of the deadlines that you need to complete, and it gives you a certain reminders. Even when you are busy with that set task, it does give you a notification of, hey, there's a deadline that you need to reach, and then you are able to basically access it. And whether you want to delay the reminder or you want to push it back, you can do that as well.
Yeah. So I want to find out, can you use it with the likes of other apps, like, either whether you're on Zoom or whether you're on Teams? That does it allow you that option to be able to integrate other apps? Because that's
Yeah.
also very important in part of creating a workflow. Because sometimes you'll find someone who does not have ClickUp, but I have. But would it be able to integrate part of my workflow into other different apps, or that I can use?
So yeah, it can integrate other apps such as your Google Drive, I think your whole Google workspace. It can access it in even your AIs as well, your ChatGPT, all of these tasks, all of these other apps. It can be integrated. You do though have to connect to them in order for that to happen. But yeah, it is easily accessible in terms of workspace as well.
Yeah. So let's talk about, we're still speaking about the creative workflow, and how do you see ClickUp fitting into, for example, managing a song or a project or to a demo, to exactly final mix? What are you able to take me through that process?
In terms of that, that's an update that they still need to do. But in terms of what it helps me with, it's basically task reminders and all of that. In terms of it's actually doing stuff for me on those apps, on the digital workstations, that I don't think they have developed it into extent. Yeah.
So you often collaborate with artists and technicians. How can ClickUp make team projects flow smoother, because sometimes when you're working on a project or on a song, I want to be able that when I'm done with my verse, I'm able to send it. When I'm done with the voiceover, I'm able to forward that, to send it to the next person, so that we are able to, because we've got deadlines and targets to say. So how are you able to exactly do that?
So in terms of that, it is possible. It is possible to send stuff or to task the Click It app to send stuff to people. And even when you receive the stuff, it can allocate it into different files for you in terms of your project. So let's say we are working together and I'm working with another person. You send me a file, we send me a file. It will allocate set files to different individuals, say your project and the other person's project. So I will be able to manage the tasks in terms of, okay, I don't like send you the wrong file in terms of I send you his file and I send him your file. So it is easier in such a way where with the Click It app, basically how it works is it's a sort of like a company, and then in a company there's files or there's workspaces or the different departments, and then in those different departments there's files or there's office work that needs to be put in there. So that's how it is in terms of when I'm working with people. It is my company, and in that company I have different areas or different offices in that area, and then those offices work a specific task and that other one works a specific task. So when I want to gain access to that, it is easier for me because I just go to a file that's, let's say one of my companies, Sonic Sundays. I need to do a task there. I just type in Sonic Sundays and then it gives me all of the projects that are involved with Sonic Sundays. And then if I want to access a list of that, there's an artist that wants to perform, or there's an artist that sends me a verse, I just type in that person's name as well, and then it gives me the access to that. And then I'm able to access in terms of what's the last task I did with that person, or what task have they sent me to maybe complete or maybe help them out with.
It is 9 minutes to go before the hours of 11 o'clock Central African time. Thank you so much for joining us. You are in the company of Javulani, standing in for Puleng Mlebati on Tech Africa on a Sunday morning. We are currently in conversation with Mbo Ngubeni, who is a music producer and audio technician. We are talking about the app called the ClickUp that is currently using and making use of it. Maybe you are thinking like, oh, in my personal life, can I exactly do that? Yes, you can exactly do that. Send us, feel free to send us the questions on WhatsApp on +27634069126. That's +27634069126. You can tag us as well. Hashtag Tag Africa on Facebook at Channel Africa, on Instagram and X. We are live on Channel Africa 1. Mbo, just wanted to find out from you. I mean, you spoke about that you can use ClickUp beyond studio. I mean, I'm kind of like thinking, because maybe I might have to do some grocery list, family projects or personal goals. I mean, from your side, what do you exactly make use of it beyond your current work?
Yes, I do use it for things such as planning like family vacations or planning like a family day, or even if we have like family meetings and stuff like that. If we can't be all present, it does, let's say, take notes for us, and then it sends it to like a WhatsApp group that we do have.
Yeah. And any final motivation for anyone who listening who feels too disorganized or too busy to even try an app like ClickUp? What how would you encourage them? Anyone wants to say, listen, I want to try this app. Let me give it a try. You never know. What motivation can you exactly give us?
For them, if you do have the sense of, I am a bit disorganized in terms of not only just managing my tasks at work, but at home, in terms of you feel very frustrated by the things that you sometimes have to do throughout the day, and you feel a little bit flustered by that, you can use that app to either declutter your life in terms of the busyness it has. So it helps with decluttering in terms of your scheduling, or in terms of also just, you will find that you'll have more time to spend on the things that you love because of that app. So if you do want to have more time, or if you want to create that certain, even if it's just that 30 minutes to have a breather for yourself, get the app. It will organize for you in terms of time management, also, and tasks. So yeah, that is it for me.
Mbo Ngubeni, thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Sunday. Who is a music producer and audio technician. If you are looking into getting into the app and able to, you want to find out more about ClickUp, what you can exactly do, it should be interesting. Give it a chance, and you never know about ClickUp. It might help you to reorganize your life. Sometimes you need to organize your life. You never know. These apps, they really help. They really help. That's why we are all using like apps on our phones now, because we are trying to reorganize. Or it's all about, for me, it's about convenience. I always tell people, everything, it's about convenience. It is 5 minutes to go before the hour 11 o'clock, or we're getting into the third and final hour. Nosipho Zuma is going to be coming up with the latest news update exactly at 11 o'clock. You are listening to Tech Africa. Jabungolele standing in for Puleng Bulebati.